All right, citizens one and all, welcome back to more Fallout 76. We are in the Atrium shelter, and I went ahead and built a very large glass maze. Just was messing around. The budget's pretty much all glass roof and glass wall. I did not power up anything, but we're going to follow the arrows up to the top. I had a lot of fun with this one. I didn't make the maze overly complicated, but I did enjoy building the maze out all the same. So we're gonna get up to the top here. I'm gonna close that off eventually so you can't jump up there and get there quicker. I want everybody to actually run through the whole thing. Come to here to start and then go up. In right here. So this is the beginning of the maze. It goes from the 4th level on down. And on this level, unfortunately, I could not do the full walls just based on how it sits. So we tried to make it a little more confusing with half pieces here. So there's some spots you can double back around on, stuff like that. But this one's pretty obvious and pretty linear from one side to the other. It was hard to make it too confusing, especially when it's just 3 by 8. When it drops down to the next level, we can easily get stuck in there. Double back around, go this way. Another dead end. I know this thing like no big deal at all. I've been running in circles in it for the past 3 hours. So still fun. I think this one dead ends. Yeah, it does. And then we'd have to double back. And yeah, I remember this. I made this confusing on purpose. So I noticed when you add the door frames, it makes it much more confusing, but unfortunately still relatively linear on the 2nd level. Going down to the 3rd, and this is where I had a little bit more creative freedom. As you can see here, we'll run the dead end. Like this was a nice dead end that I was able to put in. It's not obvious till you're pretty much at the end. But that was one of my favorite spots. And again, it's still not too complicated. I don't have a lot of room to make it super complicated, but we threw in some dead ends and a bunch of stuff like that, and I made it a point to not have anything in the area itself, just because I wanted it to be empty, just all glass and steel, pretty much. So that's what we did. I kind of think that's almost too easy there. Change that. I have to follow the directions there, so we're still going. Okay. Another dead end, and then it swings this way. Yeah, this was slick, and then it doubles back over to here, here. And dead ends. Yeah, that was one of my other favorite dead ends there. And then I used some of the angles on here just to try and make it a little more confusing, more things to see through. And on to the bottom tier, which is just a maze and no glass floor, which I think makes it less confusing. But still, we tried here to keep it interesting. Is what we did. That ends this way. Go this way. And when you build up, I had to come down and build the bottom tier first, the first floor. I had to build this one first because I had to have the wall pieces in place to build above. So pretty much every single surface down here that has an empty space is going to have a door frame glass in it. I needed it for the upper level, so we pretty much put it down everywhere that we could think to. Still fairly linear, but not bad. And I put a door in here, the Nuka-Cola door, and I put a bunch of trees to hopefully stop people from jumping over. Then you just follow the edge here all the way out. It kicks you back around to the start, like this. Then you just go back down the way you came up. And that is the glass maze. 4 stories. Pretty cool. Nothing too crazy. And I still have build space to actually power the place and put in a couple of little things in the overseer's office and a few other spots. Now the only other issue was this here. This is all dead space. I could not build here because the door's right here. So I just left this 1x3 dead, 2 stories high. And it's kind of just like a viewport. Not bad. But we're going to leave this build in place for a bit, and hopefully everybody can come check it out. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. Again, I really had fun with this one, and I hope to see y'all in game. Take care, and have a great night.